All right, back in my own garage, Troy's garage. I doinked this Quadrajet off of that 70 and brought it home. We're going to do a quick rebuild on it. I've already talked to O'Reilly's. I've got a rebuild kit on order for that. It'll be here this afternoon. In the meantime, we're going to take this thing, get after it with some degreaser. Going to use the super clean stuff again. Just get all that crud off of it. Make sure that everything moves, that I can see all the screws, everything that needs to happen on here. I've never rebuilt one of these things before. Probably just going to do a time lapse on it, show you little clips here and there. I'm no expert, so I'm not going to show you how to rebuild one. There's videos out there. I've already watched a couple of them myself. I think I know enough to tackle this on my own, but I'm not about to try to teach you how to do it. So there's some good resources out there. Search, you'll find them, that sort of thing. So this is for entertainment purposes only. We're going to clean this thing up, rebuild it, and see if we can get this thing to idle, do a full heat cycle, open up all 4 of the jets, do all the things it's supposed to do. This is after pass number 1 through the parts washer, scrubbing with some soft brushes and whatnot. Plastic brushes, by the way, nothing metal, but it's leaving quite a bit of residue behind, as you would expect. But I'm not going for perfection. It's just got to be better than it was. So there's a huge spider's nest right there. That's perfect. I remember seeing that before I started washing it. I should have cleaned that out. It's down here in this little portal. I don't know what that is. Portal into Neverland. Hey, made in USA. This thing has to be good. All right, well, I am gonna get this thing rinsed off completely. I got to get all that cleaner off there. I don't want it to do bad things to the aluminum. And then we can start disassembling this. Note to self, taking a ton of pictures from multiple angles about all this stuff because I've never done one of these before. Just stay organized. I'm going to put my screws in the order that they come out, lay things out in a nice, neat, orderly fashion, obviously taking pictures every step so I can just reverse order to put it all back together. Wish me luck. Here goes nothing. All right, we are back on the Chevy here. Tyson, if you'll open that thing up, let's see what we got.
It's like Christmas?
Kind of like Christmas, only better.
Better than Christmas.
It's horsepower, man.
Holy cow. That. Wow, what a difference. Let's see, it goes that way, right?
This is the front, towards the front of the truck. Yep. So we do need to find the gasket for it. It's going to be in this box right here.
Oh baby.
So there's the little hold down thingy, and then one of those gaskets in there is going to be the one we need.
We replace the one that's on it?
Yeah, so this should come off for sure. Okay, so we want to take that and match it with whichever one in there. Let's match it with one of these though, so it's thicker, like a spacer. That'll add at least 15 horsepower.
Are you serious?
No.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with a 4-inch spacer and add 100 horsepower.
Okay, so that's the one.
Yep. So slide that down on there. Actually, let's make sure this is super clean. We may need to scrape a little. There's a leak happening right there. Feel that big ridge?
I was wondering. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that as flat as we can. Turns out this is your choke mechanism. I didn't know that going in. I was like, where the heck is the choke on this thing? So that adjusts the air intake. My buddy Caden, who's rebuilt several of these, in fact, he gave me a box of parts.
Oh really?
Just in case I needed them. He's like, no, yours has the external mechanism thing. It's down in the intake. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, it just connects right here, and pointed to the thing. I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, I do remember disconnecting some little rod thing. So yeah, this is all making sense now.
So what sort of...
So we need like a flathead screwdriver to scrape on that. Try to send this stuff this way.
Don't let it fall in.
Yeah. Maybe stand where I am and scrape side to side.
Time to give our backs a workout.
Yep. My back's just recovering from last time.
Yeah. Let's sleep.
Yeah. See if I can do this left-handed.
Ooh, that's some skill.
I've been playing racquetball left-handed because my right shoulder's so jacked up.
From playing?
No, it's playing, lifting, just overuse.
Yeah.
I'm not a spring chicken anymore, so
It's too bad.
all this stuff just gets me.
In fact,
Dad, are you doing okay?
yeah, we're doing good, buddy.
Thanks for checking on us, buddy. Oh, Doritos.
Oh man.
Nice. Got your helmet on? Is that
Yeah, because I'm a guard.
just in case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
Good call.
guarded? What are you guarding?
Over there by the house.
Oh, you're guarding the house?
Guarding the house?
Yeah.
Wow, good
That's
thing.
where the bear works.
Good thing we have you.
What are we fighting today?
What?
What are we guarding against? What kind of bad guys?
What's coming?
Roberts.
The robbers?
The robbers are coming. I'm glad we have you.
Yep, I
We're
agree.
so lucky.
There's lots of gaddy apples out there today.
That's a fact.
You want some?
No, thanks though. You can have it. All right, that should be good.
Booger on
I
this
don't
side.
think we need to get too crazy. Let's validate this thing runs, and then if we have leaks, we'll deal with that. I have no doubt this thing's gonna run.
It's gonna work awesome.
No doubt in my mind. Okay, you got that gasket? Nice. Yeah, let's
Good.
get that bad boy on there.
Doesn't matter which way.
It shouldn't. Yeah, that looks like a universal.
Ooh, baby. There's some sound there.
And then we just guide that home on those bad boys. There we go.
That guy in.
Yeah, and there should be a little pin for that. Your eyeballs are better than mine, but I think it's in there.
I think that must go to the other one. I don't see a hole in it.
Well, it's gotta stay in there somehow. I don't know where that hole is. I don't see nothing. There it is.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, see if you can get that to stay on there.
Oh dear, did I really just lose it already?
Here's a magnet. There you go. Boom, boom. There it is.
That's impressive.
It's almost like I've dropped stuff before.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't ever drop things.
That's nuts.
That is a tiny little piece, though.
Gee.
Little spring-loaded clamp of some sort. May or may not get that to work for us.
Let's try again. Just,
Do you want my reading glasses so you can see what you're doing?
No, it's okay.
Nobody ever takes me up on that. It's weird.
I want to put that day off as long as I can. There we go.
How did it actually hold anything? That's going to be the question.
So
It'll hold till it
I
doesn't.
pushed it tight as I could that way. Feels like it's gonna stay on. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll go with it. All right.
Go over the top or under.
No, let's go underneath with it. Okay, the nuts for the back bolts are right there. I don't know what we did with the front ones.
They're right here.
Oh,
right here.
oh, right there, there. Got it.
Looks so clean and pretty.
Be the cleanest thing on this truck.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some tools going here. I want to say that's going to be either a 9/16. Yep, sure enough, look at that. It's all good. We'll make this work.
Does this have a... Oh yeah, it does.
One click on the torque spec setting deal.
Does it tell you how many?
Oh, I'm sure there's a torque spec, but you know.
2 years ago.
The farmer working on his truck out in the field in 1970 didn't have a torque wrench, I guarantee you. So we're gonna be okay here.
I bet he didn't care.
This is aluminum, so you don't want to get insanely crazy with it. I just kind of go in circles around here until they all feel about the same. Thank you. Can't see nothing. There we go. That should be good. So we've been here 10 minutes and we've already got the carburetor installed. And this goes on there like that. That does not feel like a good hose. That'll be our first vacuum leak. So that'll be a vacuum leak right there if we don't connect that. This should be okay for validating that things are working though.
Yeah.
It's gonna run better than it did before.
Because it'll actually not leak gas out everywhere.
This one, that is your throttle. I think that's where that was, right? And this guy down in there. And then we need to bend. Whoop! I totally missed with half of that thing. What'd I do?
You put both ends in it.
I tried and missed. Oh, amateur. This thing's apparently magnetic. Freaking thing. Okay, I'll hold that if you can get that in there. I should probably just put my glasses on so I can actually see. I'm doing that Tyson thing where I'm in denial. I don't want to put them on, okay?
I don't want it.
That's all I'm saying.
Too young for that.
You are too young for that. Me, not so much. 53 years old, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fast.
And a couple weeks, in fact.
You know what? We're going to modify this tip.
Do it.
This one.
This is going to be a resto mod.
There we go.
Nice. Now bend one of those around. At least one of them. Not that it's going to fall out of there. It's hard enough to put in.
How far
Yeah,
up?
that'll be good. It just has to stay and not fall out. Throttle. Just want to make sure that everything actuates. Here's 80 pages of light reading material
Oh my goodness.
for this thing, so we could figure out all the things if we wanted to.
If we wanted to. That's the qualifier.
But see, this only opens by vacuum.
Oh.
The bottom one, so that one right there, are the butterflies on the bottom. That should spin if the engine's hot. So it's something with this choke mechanism. Yeah, see, there it goes. Now you can see that spinning right here.
I'll do it again.
That's opening the butterflies down below. So that, I'm not sure which lever you're looking at, but when the choke mechanism opens like this,
Yeah. Then
it moves
allows
that
it
spring
to
over.
release. Okay.
So then when the engine's cold, the choke will close again all the way. And now that butterfly won't open.
To let too much cold air in.
Right, yeah, just not to let so much fuel in or whatever. And then when the choke opens, then it allows that secondary butterfly to open.
Okay.
So it should be dialed in and set right where it needs to be. I do have our air fuel mixture screws at 2 3/4 out. That's what some dude on the internet told me to do, so that's what I did.
Okay. Was there a filter in here?
There's a brand new filter in there actually now.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a filter in it. Fill our ketchup bottle. Ketchup? We're so far behind, we'll never get caught up.
That's you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brand spanking new key. So the way you swap these is, if you look at the front of it, there's a little teeny hole right there. We need like a push pin or a paper clip, something like that. You just push down in the one in the truck, and then it'll just pop, pull it straight out, slide the new one in, it locks into place. You've swapped your keys.
That is too easy. That's
It's almost too easy. It's like it's a little scary, but yep, that's the way they made these back then.
a little more
There's no chips in the keys or anything like that keep things from running. You know, we also closed that door and we won't be able to open it.
Oh yeah.
We gotta figure that out too. We got some work to do.
Steal a car. I think we might need something to reach in there to.
So it should just push straight in. If you just push, and then maybe use one of your keys in the ignition there.
Go get one.
There we go. Pull straight back out again.
What if this actually turned? Wouldn't that be nuts?
They'd be like, hey, all right.
Ooh. It's not as easy as I would hope.
Google made this sound easy. Yeah, it shouldn't be this hard. It's lots easier to steal these than this. We're the worst thieves ever.
Worst thieves ever. We know how to do it and we're not able to.
I guess we're not going to be stealing any trucks very soon. That's for another day. Right now I'm going to fill the bowl so we have fuel in there. We still have all of our wires out here for hot wire in this beast. We're going to validate that what we've done to the carburetor is going to work. Let's get some of this fire hazard stuff out of the way.
So this goes to neutral.
Fill the bowl.
Need yours.
And then we'll spill some down into there. Whoops! Dang it! Want to work, right? And then to the positive. But you know what? You know what? Before we do this, go ahead and let go of all that. Let's put the battery in.
Do a different battery?
Yeah, we'll just swap this battery in. Okay. We're committed at this point, right? We've invested some money.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So the reason we're doing this is I've already chucked this into the truck. But there's no bolt in that, so I'm not sure we're getting enough squeeze on that to do any good anyway. So while we're here, swap in a new end of that. And then we'll get the new battery. There it is right there. In there. Back in a second. Tyson worked his magic, got that thing all connected. We'll probably have to torque those down just a little bit more once we get it on the battery, so we can put a little more reef on that. But we're going to go ahead and spend some time and get this stuff out. Tyson ran to the house for a shop vac. He's running an extension cord for that. Meanwhile, I'll just use gloves and scoop out what I can, and we'll start with that. God, mud daubers everywhere. All right, anyway, we're going to get that all cleaned out. We'll get the battery put in, and then we'll move on to, well, other stuff. Lead acid, there's actually some metal left. That's impressive. Ooh, that's gas. Let's not play with that. Okay. We got our little bypass ignition switch. Tyson's holding that because he is the man. And then positive to the starter. This is our interrupt for that. We already put fuel in there. We should be ready. Oh yeah, I can hear the accelerator pump doing a thing. Let me get both hands so we can do this. Make sure everything's out of the way of the belt. The truck?
Yeah.
Woo! I was waiting for always check to see if you're in gear. Woo! Yeah, that pucker factor was high on that. Also, if you guys have any ideas for what might be happening with that transmission, obviously we need to check the fluid. That's number one. But if you've ever seen anything like this on another truck or whatever, please comment down below. That'll help us out a lot. We're getting ready to start working on that again in the spring. So any help you could provide would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys. Back to the video. And then we're going to loosen that so that it just moves freely. And then we'll just actuate with the lever. Okay. And we can count the number of slots. So park should be all the way up. Down one is reverse. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's probably a 9/16. Total guess. Heck yeah, it is. Up would be loosened though. Make sure the camera's pointing in a direction that actually means something to somebody. Oh, got it.
Save.
Okay, so go put that into its fully upright position, like it's in park. Yep, right there should be park. So I'm probably gonna have to crawl underneath to do this next part. Actually, go clear down into what would be first gear, if you can.
That's the lowest gear.
Okay, there's probably sticker weeds under this truck, huh? While Tyson runs for a blanket we can lay on under the truck, I push the brake pedal and it just goes straight to the floor. If you remember, we found a master cylinder in the cab. Oof, that is yummy. There's fluid in the front one, dry in the back, but it is pretty gooey stuff. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. That one's got goop down in there. We'll see if we can get to putting brakes on this thing. A test drive will be fun. The brake pedal just goes straight to the floor.
This Oak City. You don't need brakes in this town.
Do we have cops in this town?
No.
Sweet!
We're good.
We can do whatever we want.
14-year-olds driving around town.
Oh boy, let's not say that on the internet. This is one of those moments where you work smarter, not harder. Also safety first. Yep, right there. Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's gonna work good. Touchdown on one side, touchdown on the other. That worked. Freaking magic. Oh, I'm hearing those boards creaking under there. It's all right, I think this worked. We're good. We'll give it an earthquake check here in a second. Yeah, little earthquake check. No, we're good. We're good.
It's not lifting.
The boards were settled.
It's not lifting, it's just holding.
Right. And we're just kind of on a slope, so it looks funky.
This thing works great.
Yeah,
right?
this was a good idea. I feel much better now. This was one of those work smarter, not harder.
I love this thing.
Yeah, that's a beast. Okay, we're now at a place where we're safe. I feel much better. Let's fire this thing up. In fact, without even editing, we're just going right to firing this up. Nope. So, key on.
Key
Touch
on.
the thing.
Ready to take
Touching
it off
the
if we have to.
thing. One pump of the pedal. Sweet. Let's get a fuel system hooked up.
All right.
Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. You're a true fan. Give yourself a thumbs up by clicking that like button down there. Thanks, appreciate that. Also, you might as well subscribe while you're down there too. It's free. So this thing gets weird to orient, so I turn it on. And then if you look at the camera, see how it's crooked?
Oh yeah.
So you just take this and you just twist it a little bit until it looks like it's right side up, right?
Awesome.
So now, when I look down in there, I know which way's up or down.
Okay.
Otherwise you get down inside there and you're like, what am I looking at?
What is this?
And it has a light on it too at the end. So when it opens up down into the tank.
Get that on the footage or not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You can really tell. It looks like I put something on the end of the camera. Sure enough. Gotta try to get it down in there without scraping the sides. There we go.
That's nuts. I don't know if that'll show, but
So we're up against the back side of the tank. That actually doesn't look bad at all.
is that the bottom?
That's the bottom.
Seriously? It's full of gold. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be
Soldered? It's probably
yeah, that's gonna be soldered. Like it's brazed in, and then but I was expecting to see corroded,
Yeah.
nasty, rusty.
That's the bottom though? That looks amazing.
Yeah, let me turn this a little bit more so that it aims
Towards this
straight
corner?
down. Yeah, at one of the corners. Dude, that is clean as can
Wow.
be. What
Look at
is? How did we luck out so much? All right, let me aim for the other
The other corner is where it would all settle.
Yeah, it depends on which way the gravity was taken, right? Let's see, that's the back side. I think I got it twisted.
Is that the intake?
That's going to be your up
float.
So it's upside down.
Okay.
At the moment, but yeah, the float's clear at the bottom. But dude, look how clean that is.
That looks so good.
I don't know if that's showing on camera or not, but that is just, there's no rust at all in this tank. We're going to use the tank. Great news. I brought some carb cleaner. We can clean out the lines so we know that we're dealing with clean lines. We have filters.
The fuel pump worked.
The fuel pump worked, yeah. We were using that last time. That's awesome. Let's do this. Dude, we're going to drive this thing. We'll drive it all the way to Salt Lake. Why not?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours. Just no brakes. Stay out of the way.
Beep beep.
The hard line for the fuel. He's spraying some carb cleaner down inside of it, and then we're going to use a compressor to blow compressed air through. And that's right there. My fingers are holding it, aiming down at the ground. Lots of varnish gas came out of it. Pretty nasty stuff.
Okay, ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, here goes.
Okay, cool. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay.
So this is the line that came off of the intake, the fuel inlet from the tank, pickup tube, as it were. So I'm just going to cut a length of this, get it down to him with a couple of hose clamps, which we have right there. And then we have to connect from the fuel pump to the supply line. And then we'll be good to go. Tyson just threw in about 2 gallons of gas in the tank. Ooh, that's yummy.
Yeah.
Crusty.
Spider guts.
That'll work. Just put it on careful. We did connect the fuel pump to the fuel line, fuel pump back to the inlet, new soft line from the tank to that hard line. So all the rubber has been replaced on the fuel system. We put eyes inside the tank. Everything looked great. I think we're ready to just try this again. We do need to reconnect this. It came undone. Just so we don't push the button and embarrass ourselves. This is our key currently. I already put some fuel in, topped the bowl off. Back wheels are off the ground. We've done everything we can to try to not die.
Let's go with that.
So here we go. Got fuel. Hear that whistle?
Yeah.
It's this right here. Serious vacuum leak. Yeah. So let's just kind of set this off here like this, but just shove that on there. That should be enough. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's coming from here too.
Yeah, there's something coming out of that.
Is that? That's this right here. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. So that goes there. Okay, let's try one more time now that we have all that sealed up. Okay, here we go. Idle medium, that's awesome. So hold that. Yeah, the fuel pump is leaking.
Out the back of it, it's spraying.
Oh, yep, sure enough. You probably ought to stop before it starts fire. Go ahead and kill it.
Well, I think that could be helpful. We don't want to fire.
Yeah, for sure. So we have a fuel leak at our fuel pump, just the seal around it. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out. That's a fairly fast swap. I did bring a new, I keep wanting to say starter, a new fuel pump with me. It's in here somewhere. It's right there. So we'll get that thing put on real fast. That's like 22, 23 bucks, something like that.
Oh, it even has
Make
the
it
float?
easy. Well, this is just a universal box.
Oh,
if you
okay.
open it, it'll look just like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's about an hour later. We're still messing with the fuel pump. Actually, did we even say last time we recorded that we were replacing the fuel pump? Yeah, because it was leaking.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
right. We were just expecting this to be fast.
We took a video of the leak coming out.
So we sat there fighting this thing. This is the problem. And the angle that this comes out of the bottom of the fuel pump is different than the old one. So this was just stabbing right into the frame. Or the engine block, that's the word I'm looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the pump in place, and then we'll decide how we do this. We may have to find some sort of a brass nipple or something, I don't know, or we'll create our own. But either way, we got to figure it out. It's alive. Got the new fuel pump in. We were a little concerned it wasn't right, but it just keeps running and running. So even though the filter itself isn't full, we can feel fuel going through it. And it's been running long enough that it's warming up. I expect in fact I think the thermostat did just open because now this is hot. Oh, we got coolant leaks everywhere. Gonna need a radiator. I'll bet when we rev that, it'll start spraying. It's not spraying, but it's definitely leaking. So it's not gonna hold pressure. But the thermostat's open, I can feel heat through the upper hose. But I don't see any other leaks anywhere else.
What's that air sound I hear?
It's just this. Suck it in. If we put in fact, put the air cleaner all together, it'll quiet that. Go ahead and put it all together, yeah. That screw's still in it, so go ahead and line this up. There you go. Yeah, with that air gap right there, you get at least 20 horsepower. At least.
Is that supposed to be there?
No. But it's all good.
Is it the wrong air filter?
Yeah, it's the wrong air filter. It's just too tall of a filter. It's no big deal. But dude, it's been running for 10 minutes. I'd call this good. We can't drive this thing the way it is though. There's no way. But it's running on its own fuel system. It needs a radiator. It needs a master cylinder and some brake work. It also needs to be able to go into park.
Tires.
Oh, we do need tires. That's a fact as well. But it's running. This is awesome. Yep. That feels like it's got air in it. Wish we had more time. Both me and Tyson are running out of time today. I've got a wedding thing I got to go to. I don't know what you're up to.
My dad's birthday. My father-in-law's birthday.
Oh, there you go. That'll do it. But we were going to try to clean the cab, get that all cleaned out so that when we go for our drive, it's not freaking nasty. We probably need to go get your forklift put it back over there, don't we?
I can do that.
We can do that another time. Alright. Well, dang.
Drive, let the wheels spin.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get, yeah, in fact, go do that. Tyson's gonna pop it into into gear. Oh, Tyson, you have to do it under the hood.
Right here?
It's disconnected still. Just push down on that little lever. One that goes down to the transmission. Yep, that should have done it. That might be neutral. Go one more. Nothing on this side. Try pulling all the way up on it. Like all the way up on it.
Don't want to go.
It's not going. Is it bound up in that? Oh no, that's as high up as it'll go. That should be reversed. What that should be. Is it attached to that? Did I tighten that? No, that's loose. That should be a forward gear of some sort. It could be low on transmission fluid too. We haven't even checked that. Nothing. I'll bet it's low on fluid. Oh, hold up. We're overheating here big time. We're spewing coolant.
Finally broke her, huh?
Yep. I think the little revving thing is doing. Oh, geez, we're leaking onto the blanket.
Well, I think that's proof enough. Let's find a buyer.
There you go. So, like Tyson said, this truck is for sale. We're not sure what we're asking at this point. We'll figure it out. But I think if we do one more day working on it, get brakes. We'll check transmission fluid. It could just be low on fluid, and that might be all it needs.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it. That is what it is.
It's fun.
It was fun. Thanks, man.
We got this going.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to do this. This is freaking awesome.
To do it with me.
1970 C30. It's a 1-ton dually flatbed. They used it on the farm for hauling hay is what it looks like. We actually aren't completely 100% convinced of what they were doing with it, but
I'm sure
it was definitely a farm truck. And with the big headache rack super high, it just seems like it was hay. They were hauling hay.
And that comes off. I should
Yeah.
have taken that off.
The rack thing, we were going to get this thing off. It just is sitting up there. So that'll just lift right off. And it's, you know, no holes in the roof or anything for it. It's been sitting on those pads. So it didn't do any damage to it at all. All the glass is intact. The driver's window won't roll up and down. I'm sure and obviously the door handles are not working as designed either. This door won't latch. So it does need some work, needs some love. Nothing a ratchet strap wouldn't hold that shut and you'd be fine.
Yeah, no way. No
Commuting to and from work, it's a daily driver.
That's right. You're not going very far.
But this would be a fun project truck. I wish I had room for it. I'd take it myself, but I just do not have room for a project this big. Not yet anyway. Yep. So hit us up. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna get back on this truck in the spring. So be sure and subscribe, click that little bell notification thing so you get notified of future videos. And we'll get back on that soon. I've got quite a few other videos that are recorded. I just have to find the time to edit. But I appreciate your support. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those things. Really do appreciate that. And we'll see you guys in the next video.